Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel where we dive deep into the muscle cars that make our hearts race and our engines roar. I'm your host, and today we're talking about something that's been the stuff of legends. Whispers in garages, and now a full-throated revival that's got the entire automotive world buzzing. That's right, the 2026 Pontiac Firebird Trans Am is here, and it's not just a comeback, it's a seismic return to glory. This isn't some watered-down nostalgia trip. It's a beast that's been forged in the fires of classic American muscle, but tempered with cutting-edge tech that makes it ready to dominate the streets and tracks of tomorrow. If you're a Pontiac purist, a speed junkie, or just someone who loves a car that turns heads and leaves tire smoke in its wake, buckle up because we're going to break this icon down from every angle. Hit that like button if you're already hyped. And let's roll. Picture this, you're pulling up to a car meet. And out of the haze of exhaust notes emerges a silhouette that's pure poetry and steel and aggression. The exterior of the 2026 Firebird Trans Am is where Pontiac's designers said, "Let's honor the past while flipping the script on the future." Starting up front, that iconic split grille has been reimagined with a bolder, more predatory stance. Think razor-sharp LED headlights that slice through the night like twin daggers, flanked by massive air intakes that scream, "Feed me power." The hood isn't just a cover. It's a statement with functional shaker scoops that rise like veins pulsing with intent, channeling air straight to the supercharged heart beneath. And those fenders? They're flared wider than ever, wrapping around 20-inch staggered wheels shod in sticky Michelin Pilot. Sport tires that grip the road like they're allergic to sliding. The front fascia dips low with a carbon fiber splitter that's as functional as it is fierce, reducing lift at high speeds and giving the car that planted, ready-to-pounce look. Up close, the paint options. I'm talking that signature Firebird red with black accents or a matte gunmetal gray gleam under the sun. But it's the subtle Easter eggs, like the hidden Pontiac arrowhead etched into the grille, that remind you this is no ordinary coupe. It's a front end that's equal parts heritage and hostility, designed to make every stoplight a showdown, swinging around to the side. The profile is where the Trans Am really flexes its timeless proportions with a modern twist. The long hood stretches out like it's reaching for the horizon, flowing seamlessly into a roofline that peaks aggressively before dropping into a fastback tail. Pure aerodynamic poetry that cuts through wind with a coefficient of drag just under 0.30, thanks to those subtle side skirts and rear diffusers working overtime. The door sills are sculpted with deeper creases, accentuating the wheel arches that bulge like flex biceps, housing those massive brakes with 6-piston Brembo calipers painted in fiery orange for that pop of color when you glance down. Running boards? Forget, this is a low-slung prowler at 52 inches from the ground, with side mirrors that integrate sleek camera housings for the 360-degree view system, because who needs blind spots when you're this dialed in? And let's not overlook the badging, that screaming chicken decal on the hood, now rendered in holographic vinyl that shifts colors with the light, pays homage to the 70s glory days but feels fresh, almost alive. From the side, it's a car that moves with purpose, every line telling a story of speed and swagger, balanced perfectly on that wide stance that says it's built to corner like it's on rails. Now, flipping to the rear, Pontiac didn't hold back. This is where the Trans Am bears its teeth. Dual quad exhaust tips, polished to a mirror finish, jut out from a massive rear diffuser that's vented for maximum downforce, flanked by taillights that stretch across the width like a fiery banner, with sequential turn signals that blink in a hypnotic wave. The spoiler isn't some tacky add-on. It's a functional ducktail that echoes the original but ups the ante with adaptive elements that adjust based on speed, keeping the rear planted during those highway blasts. The trunk lid pops with a subtle lip spoiler, and underneath, you get a peek at the independent rear suspension that's been tuned for both drag strip launches and twisty back roads. It's a backside that's unapologetically bold, with heat extractors on the rear bumper venting hot air like a dragon's breath, and integrated parking sensors that blend invisibly into the design. Overall, the exterior isn't just skin deep. It's engineered obsession, weighing in at around 3,800 pounds thanks to an aluminum-intensive chassis that's 20% lighter than its predecessors, making this Firebird feel agile yet unbreakable. It's the kind of design that stops traffic, sparks conversations, and leaves you grinning like a kid who just stole the keys, all right? Enough drooling over the outside, let's crack the door and step into the cockpit. Because the interior of the 2026 Trans Am is where comfort crashes headfirst into chaos in the best way possible. Slide into the Recaro sport seats, wrapped in perforated Alcantara with bold red stitching that matches the gauges. And you're enveloped in a hug that's firm yet forgiving, heated, ventilated, and with 12-way power adjustments that remember your settings via facial recognition, because why not make it sci-fi? The dashboard sweeps in a dual cowl design, reminiscent of the 60s originals but updated with a seamless 15-inch curved old D and touchscreen that dominates the center stack. Running the latest Android Automotive OS for seamless integration with your phone, complete with over-the-air updates that keep the infotainment sharper than a switchblade. Climate control is dual zone with nanoparticle filters that scrub the air cleaner than a hospital OR. And the heads-up display projects navigation, speed, and even G-force readouts right onto the windshield so your eyes never leave the road. Materials? We're talking soft-touch leather on the dash, carbon fiber accents on the doors, and aluminum pedals that bite back its premium without the pretension, with ambient lighting that pulses to the engine note for that immersive vibe. Rear seats? Sure, they're there for 2 adults, with surprising legroom at 36 inches, fold flat for cargo, and even USB-C ports because Pontiac knows life's not all solos. Storage is clever, 2 deep door pockets for water bottles, a wireless charging pad up front, and a frunk up front for those track day essentials. It's an interior that's driver-focused to the core, with physical knobs for volume and tuning because touchscreens are great until you're mid-apex, blending retro flair with tech that feels intuitive, not overwhelming. You sit low, connected, ready to conquer, but let's be real, looks and luxury are just the appetizer. The main course is performance, and oh boy, does the 2026 Trans Am deliver a feast that'll leave you starving for more? Under that screaming hood lurks a hand-built 6.2-liter supercharged LT4 V8, pumping out a thunderous 700 horsepower and 650 pound-feet of torque figures that make the original Trans Ams look like golf carts, paired with a lightning-quick 10-speed automatic transmission with paddle shifters. It catapults from 0 to 60 in a blistering 3.2 seconds, quarter mile in under 11, and a top speed electronically limited to 200 miles per hour because, well, sanity. But it's not just straight-line brutality. The magnetic ride control suspension, with adaptive dampers that read the road 1,000 times a second, lets you toggle between track mode for razor-sharp handling. Think 1.02 Gs of cornering grip in the touring setup that's buttery smooth for cross-country hauls. Launch control is dialed in with a line lock for burnouts that could peel paint, and the torque vectoring rear diff shuffles power side to side like a pro drifter. Fuel economy? 15 mpg city, 22 highway, not eco-warrior stuff. But hey, this is muscle, not a Prius, and for those purists, there's a WS6 package that adds a limited slip diff, upgraded sway bars, and Recaro poles for the ultimate track weapon. On the road, the exhaust note is a symphony deep bass rumble at idle that builds to a wail under boost. With active valves that let you go stealth or savage with a button, it's performance that's visceral, addictive, and engineered to make every drive feel like a victory lap. Of course, all this glory comes at a price, and Pontiac's smart about it. No sticker shock here. Just value that punches way above its weight. Base models start at $75,000, which gets you the full V8 Fury leather interior, and all the safety suite goodies like adaptive cruise, blind spot monitoring, and a 360 camera system. Step up to the performance package for $85,000, and you're adding the WS6 suspension tweaks, larger brakes, and those 21-inch forged wheels. Top-tier racing trim, that's $95,000 with carbon ceramic brakes, a full aero kit, and Alcantara everywhere for that no-compromise edge. Compared to rivals like the Dodge Challenger Hellcat at $80,000 plus or the Ford Mustang GT at $42,000 but with half the power, the Trans Am slots in as the premium muscle choice. It's not cheap, but for what you're getting, it's a steal in a world of watered-down sports cars. Add-ons like the premium audio system or extended warranty keep it flexible, and with federal EV tax credits. Wait, no hybrids here, this is pure gas-guzzling joy. But financing options through Pontiac's network make it accessible for enthusiasts. Bottom line, it's priced to move dreamers to owners, without breaking the bank. If you're on the fence about pulling the trigger on this Trans Am, here's my straight talk. Go for it if you crave that raw, unfiltered connection to the road that only a proper V8 can provide. It's therapy on wheels for anyone burned out on crossovers. But if daily commutes in,